Hey everyone, I just wanted to explain a little bit more about dimensions and the various ways that they work on the different levels. Now, mind you, this is only my interpretation of it, so whatever opinions you have on that would be accepted. Just be sure to explain your view on that as well, so that I can get a glimpse on common terms. But anyways, as you know, we are vessels. We're spiritual beings living inside of a vessel, and what we do is funnel energy. We funnel energy from the cosmos into the earth, and we also funnel energy back out from the earth up into the cosmos. Now, the dimensions are organized in an order by number from 1 to infinite, or actually 0 to infinite. 0 being gravity, the expression for gravity. Now, while all of the dimensions are crunched into one singular point in the middle of your body, which is your digestive system area, it is also expressed in expansion through your body as well as your mind. Now, these three areas are important. They sustain the functions of your body in 3D while expressing your emotions and intentions through the other dimensions simultaneously. Now, from what I've gathered, we have arranged that the dimension that we see now with the light spectrum that we can see now is, and all our senses as well, is being expressed in the third dimension. Why they chose this dimension to be our realm of physical reality, I'm not too sure. I'll have to go and do some research on that. But as far as I can see, 0 would be the gravity expression in the physical reality of 3D. Now, remember, in each dimension, each single dimension also has all the dimensions crunched inside of that. So, if you were to look at the 0 dimension, which is gravity, it is continuously compressing all the dimensions into infinite. Now, the first dimension, which would be the ground that you stand on, is also crunching all the dimensions into solid matter, which is condensed, like you said, like we've decided that matter is condensed energy. The first dimension would be an expression of that, the ground. The second dimension, I would presume, would be the bottom of your feet, the soles of your feet, the connection that you have to the first dimension, and the third dimension being your body. Your body is the third dimension. Everything outside of that are other dimensions. Time, being the fourth dimension, is somewhat a small expression, and it would look like a small bar between the third and the fifth dimension. Now, the first and the second dimension would be flat, and The fourth dimension being a small sliver with enough space to create the illusion of time in your perception. Now, the fifth dimension would be the realm of expression, I think, where you interact with other beings that are that are also third dimensional beings. You may experience seeing fifth dimensional beings as well, but they would look more like light because they aren't third dimension. They don't have a physical body. They would be perceived as maybe a spirit or a ghost. Sixth dimensional is a little bit more difficult to explain. Actually, the sixth dimension, the seventh dimension, and the eighth dimension on up are very difficult to explain with human language. You can't really explain them without unless you are able to see. You actually have to see it with your third eye yourself. Now, whenever you want to express dimensions within your mind, the first dimension would be expressed as thought, which is gravity. Everything inside, that would be like God. 2, the second dimension would be the intent of the thought, which brings choice to the mind. And 3 would be taking action within your third dimensional self. And when you take action with your third dimensional self, you're expressing energy through the fourth into the fifth dimension and beyond, into the infinite, which grabs everyone's attention eventually. Because again, like I said, whenever you express through time among other third dimensional beings, which are humans and animals and all of that, in the third dimensional realm, it would take time for them to reach or for those thoughts to reach them, because they have to go out. They go out of 0 and 1 and 2 and then 3, and then it goes through 4. Once it goes past 4, the time barrier, it'll instantly go out to the infinite, and then whenever it goes to the infinite, at the midway point between you and another third dimensional being, it then goes back from infinite all the way down the numbers back to 8, 7, 6, 5, and then 4 being the time barrier to their third dimensional self, and then their mind on second, and 1 on 2, 1 and 0. So then they can echo back another new thought to you. This is kind of how the process works. Again, like I said, it is difficult to explain. Some of you might get what I'm saying, some of you might not. Those of you that don't, feel free to ask questions. This is just a glimpse on dimensional stuff, so I'm going to go ahead and leave it at that for now. I can go in depth a little bit more on it a little later. Right now I'm just trying to test out this video to see what happens. Anyways, namaste and lak'ech, and I will talk to you guys later. Love you very much. Remember now, don't be mean, play nice.